Hey, hello and welcome back to another video. I have another plan with me for you for this month, and it is for the month of April. Before we get started, I haven't really got like a specific theme or anything, mainly because I've left it quite late, but I am using this washi tape from London Gifties as the sort of foundation for my spreads for this month. So this is it's probably not showing up really well on camera, but it's kind of tones of yellow and green, and there's some gold mixed into this tape. It's really nice, high quality washi tape. I love the stuff from London Gifties. So I'm using that as kind of like the basis for this month's theme, and then I've picked out some colours that kind of go with the colours of the washi tape. So we've got a couple of really pale yellows and greens, and then obviously two brighter yellows and greens. So we'll be using that, and I also have some other washi tapes that I might possibly use in this spread, in this theme. I will almost certainly be using some of my Pigment Microns and my Tombow Funosuke. This is the hard tip brush pen. I much prefer the hard tip to the soft tip, so I will probably be using some or all of those throughout this spread, throughout this month's spread. So before we get properly started into this, let me show you how March is turning out. I'll put a link in the cards up here for you to check out last month's video, but essentially the theme for last month, the theme for March, was kind of sweet treats, and in particular pastry puns. So you can see how my monthly spread shaped up. I used this really cool washi tape, which was also that I got from London Gifties. I can't remember the name of the design or anything like that, but I used that as the basis for the colour theme, and kind of stuck to the same colour palette throughout. So that's the monthly. I've got my currently loving watching, reading and listening spread, which I'm still really enjoying. Then my habits, and I basically just kind of went, actually, do you know, I have drawn out 8 grids and drawn in the icons for 8 habits, and really I'm only tracking 4 of them. I'm just at a point where there are things going on in my personal life, in my work life and what have you, that makes tracking some of these things a bit difficult, so therefore I decided not to track them. Then moving on into the first week of March, and then the second week, and you can probably see in some of these that was it in this week? No, it was the next one, I think. So some of these I didn't do, there's like gaps. So yeah, this is the first one that has loads of gaps. So I have Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and then missed Thursday, and then didn't have Saturday and Sunday. This space I will fill in. I will put in some more pastry puns. I just haven't got around to it yet. And then this is the current week. And again, you can see I have Monday, Tuesday. This is not Wednesday. This is Friday, the 25th. So I missed Wednesday and Thursday this week. That's because I was away. And then obviously I've got Saturday and Sunday. So I haven't exactly been consistent, and that's part of the reason why I haven't been tracking all those habits that I was expecting to track. Basically, if I'm away from home, I have to make decisions about which notebook or notebooks I need to take with me. Some of the work that I've been doing away from home, I needed a different notebook, not this one. So while this is fairly easy to transport, it's just easier to just make those decisions on the fly. So we will get started with April for you. Okay then, so I think we're done, and what a super fast setup it is for me this month. In fact, I might even have to do that in real time because and not speed up the video, because otherwise I think this might even be like a 10-minute video. But yeah, so I've kept it really simple this month. You know, sometimes you've got loads of ideas and you feel really creative, and it's about spending loads of time sketching and doodling and using that creativity and that creative energy to make something really cool or really pretty. And sometimes it's about, actually, I don't have oodles of creative juice right now and I just need to do my spread and make it look pretty or make it look appealing in an easy way. So I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. My monthly obviously is very straightforward and very simple. We've got my currently page here. Again, you guys know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that this is always a fairly straightforward setup. It's just about sort of balancing enough space for the things that I'm likely to want to record, and then kind of tying it into the theme. So those are two very simple layouts, and then basically we've got these two. So my habits, I am changing them around. Clearly this is very different from the spreads that I've been doing over the last few months. I will admit that I am not entirely happy with how this turned out. It was partly because I didn't put a great deal of thought into it. I think actually in hindsight what would have been better is if I'd have done the date scale on that side of the washi tape strip, move that washi tape over so that this actually, I didn't have so much space to fill with the extra washi tape. But I'm still pretty happy with how it's turned out. I quite like that there's a certain symmetry about having the strip of washi tape down the middle of both of these pages. But anyway, I also have some extra space for other habits that I might end up recording or wanting to record over the course of the month. And this month, this is really about me keeping track of frequency rather than keeping track of, or like encouraging myself to do anything different. I'm not going to go into masses of reasons why I'm taking that slightly different approach this month or this quarter, but yeah, you know, I have some stuff going on in my personal life. None of it's bad, or most of it isn't anyway, and I just thought I'd try something a little bit different. This page, my task block page, if anybody who's watching has done HB90 or knows about HB90, it is a planning and productivity approach that has been designed by Sarah Cannon from Heart Breathings. And it's a quarterly planning approach. So I'm now about a year into this approach, and I'm really customizing it for myself and making it work for myself. Plus as well, Sarah has implemented a few changes as well. She's gone from like planning days to planning task blocks, and a task block being a period of time. So my task blocks are 30-minute sprints, for want of a better word, 30-minute blocks of time, and it allows me to try and use some of those smaller bits of time in my day for something that is meaningful to me. So I have specific goals that I'm working towards, and I want to track those separately from all the other stuff that I do, that is like recurring tasks and things that I've already committed to. So the kinds of things that will go in here is some of the goal related things that I want to do around the house or with my job, and on this side it will be more those things that I do on a regular basis. So activities to do with my choir, activities to do with sort of recurring tasks in the household and chores and things like that. And also my videos will go into this category from this month forward as well, from April forward, rather than it being something that is part of my goals specifically. It's actually part of that ongoing commitment that I've got. And that is pretty much it. Obviously very simple, very straightforward setup for this month, but sometimes you've got to keep it simple, and sometimes the most important thing is to pick a washi tape and pick some colours, and just kind of run with it and see where you end up. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed putting this particular spread together. I found that super relaxing, and I hope you did too. come back next month and you'll see how this turned out. You'll see whether I got any more elaborate with my weekly spreads or anything like that, and how the rest of my planning went. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.